I'm going to tell you guys something about the coronavirus one more time, all right? I want to say it before it happens. Right now, there's deaths in Iran, in South Korea, and now it's in Italy. I don't know, I'm not sure if anybody's died in Italy yet, but this virus is a particularly dangerous virus, right? When it hits, people have to quarantine. So you have to make sure wherever you're at, whatever's going on, you have enough water and food and things like that, just in case you might get stuck in a quarantine. That's what I'm thinking about now. The reality about this virus is it's spreading all over the world. And once it breaks out somewhere, if they could contain it, then we hope that they can contain it. But if they can't contain it and it breaks out here and it breaks out there, if they can contain it in Italy, sure. Maybe they can't contain it in Iran. If they can contain it in Iran, what about in South Korea? What if it hits in Africa or somewhere else? The thing about this virus is that it goes everywhere. China's keeping a lot of secrets right now in regards to it. And if it hits in the United States and it spreads, it's going to lead to quarantines at best, right? It kills 1 out of every 350 people. It could spread very quickly because it has a long incubation period. You're not going to feel any symptoms, but you're going to spread the virus for weeks. That's a very, very strange thing. And now there's kind of news. Before it was supposed to be coming from the open air wild animal markets, but in reality, they're learning that it might have came from the labs, because one of the labs, and this is coming from Israeli intelligence and a couple of other intelligence areas. The labs that they're doing this bio warfare, so to speak, in China are right in this province where it had the outbreak. So the nature of this disease is that it spreads in a way that it's seemingly built to infect as many people as possible. Other diseases, you get them, you feel the symptoms within 24 hours, and you could go and you could get quarantined, they'll take care of you. You don't spread the disease for weeks before it hits. And if there's people, one person can spread the disease to 20, and 20 could spread it to another 20, it exponentially grows. What's happening in the center of China, in the Wuhan region or whatever it's called, is that the whole place is in turmoil and lockdown. The effect that this is having on the markets is insane. We're just beginning to feel it, and I want to be able to make sure that I'm telling you what it is before anybody else is gonna let you know, or the news agencies are not letting you know how dangerous it is. All you have to do is do the math and see how the disease spreads to know that it could spread around the world and kill 1 out of every 350 people living on this planet. That's about 28 million people. Some of the people that might be watching this now, or some of the followers or something that could be in danger if you just do the math. Okay, very dangerous what's going on with this thing. So you got to prepare yourselves. The other thing I could tell you about it is China's keeping a lot of secrets. They're struggling. It's shutting down markets, all sorts of things. And if you watch the gold price and you watch the silver price, which I've also been talking about, it's going through the roof now as well, which is everything I've been trying to tell people and give them this information and prepare them for. So if you're watching this, I appreciate it. Share it with your friends. Let them know what's going on. And bear in mind that right now it's happening in this region over here, but it's spreading to Vietnam, or it's spreading here, spreading there, and it could hit everywhere in the world and nobody even knows it. And the world is not prepared, and governments are not taking it seriously right now. And we're in for a wild ride. We're going to know within the next 3 months, we're going to see what the peak of this virus is. All right, so stay tuned. I'll let you know what's going on my end.